Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about one of the most overlooked rules in all of trading, really. I mean, I wouldn't say it's overlooked, but it's such a common thing that sometimes people will forget about it or forget the importance of it. So that's what I mean by overlooked. Okay, so before I even get into that, you guys already know if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description. You could also reach out to me personally if you want a one-on-one session. I do those separately. Okay. Okay, so I know the crypto market is crashing right now, but the fundamentals are saying something completely different. All right, so basically, I'm really just waiting for Bitcoin to stabilize a little bit, to calm down and not get manipulated so much, and then I'm getting some more positions on some other coins as it begins to stabilize and it begins to slow down, and I can see that it starts to accumulate again. Then I'll be getting into it. But until then, I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and then we'll just wait and see. But overall, I'm bullish on crypto, like overall in general. Like in the next couple of years, I see Bitcoin just flying and all these other coins just flying, because it's just a digitalized way of money overall, and the dollar itself is losing value every year. So you just have to really think about that. All right, so let's get into this. All right, so when we talk about this rule, right, breakup structure, it's really applied in every single trading plan. I hope it is, to be honest. I hope it is, but usually, typically in smart money, it's applied in every single rule. So I mean, in Wyckoff, right, if we have a Wyckoff schematic here, right, this is the considered right here, that lower time frame breaker structure. Depending on the time frame that you're trading this on, this right here, this high being broken, would be a key thing to enter this trade, right? But why is that? Why do you need this high to be broken here to enter into a buy limit? Let's say if you was looking to enter the market somewhere in here off another order block or sponsor candle or whatever in here, why do you need that high to get broken? Why is it key that this high gets broken? Well, this high being broken shows you an intent towards the upside. Okay, so you need that intent, because if you don't have this intent, right, you got to remember the market is going down. Okay, so if the market is going down, right, you still haven't gotten any intent towards the upside. If you understand what I'm saying, you could just really shoot this as the market continuing its bearish trend. But until you have this, it shows you, okay, now the market is willing to take out this high. So once the market begins to sell, right, and the market starts creating this price action here where we begin to start our range for an accumulation, once you see that happen, you can assume that the market is now slowing down and now we are about to either buy or about to redistribute, right? So your basic assumption here is that I know that there is some type of buyers down here because the market now is slowing down. So there has to be some type of other side buying the market to create that price action and to stop that bearish pressure, right? To stop that bearish pressure. So until you get this break of the high right here, you have no pure evidence that there were buyers here, right? Until we get that break of the structure here, you can assume that the market could just continue down, because this looking like just regular high, low, high, low. It looks like it's just a regular bearish trend. So until you get that break of structure, you have no evidence that the market is actually trying to buy from here. All right, now that's something that could really be overlooked sometimes. Some people don't even understand like the importance of a break of structure, right? And it's not just accumulation, or it's not just Wyckoff. What is the high that needs to be broken here? What is the structure point that needs to be broken? This right here. Why don't I say this high here? This is a sign of intent, right? That's a sign of intent, but this right here is what's holding our structure bearish. Okay, if we're not able to invalidate this high here, if we're not able to invalidate that high, there could be like just another order block inside of here. You know what I'm saying? There could just be another order block in here, and the market is just trying to get to this one, and then we'll just continue down, right? I know you guys seen that happen before. So in order to accurately trade an order block or a sponsor candle, you need that break of structure. You need that break of this high right here. We have to see that the buyers here were willing to take out the sellers here. Okay? That's what you have to see. You have to see that these buyers down here that created this order block was strong enough to invalidate these highs, was strong enough to invalidate this supply here. Okay? It has to do that, because if we don't do that, then this supply is just going to take over and we're going to continue down, right? So we have to invalidate some type of high, some type of supply, something to show us that, okay, now I know that these people here that bought the market are now in control. Okay, then once you see that, you can be confident enough to just take a limit entry down here. The market is heading towards the downside, correct? The market is heading towards the downside right now. We're bearish in this scenario. Cool. Now we reach a demand area here. This candle right here, this area here that led us to the upside, we reach this demand area. So as the market reaches demand area right here, we began to accumulate. Okay, so we had our selling climax here. We have our selling climax, automatic rally. We have our secondary tests in here. We'll have our secondary test in phase B. We have our spring. We have our breaks of structure, right? We have our breaks of this high and everything. So everything is looking good. We have intent towards the upside. This is a clear schematic, right? So your entry would have been somewhere inside of here. Okay, your entry would have been somewhere inside of here. The market continued up, so you got some type of profit from this. You at least would have been break even, okay? Yeah, at least would have been break even. So in this type of trade, you're break even. Now the market continues up, but then, boom, from this high, we sold. Right? Okay, cool. We sold from this high right here, meaning that we tried to buy. The banks tried to buy the market here, but they ended up failing. So a failed accumulation is just redistribution. Okay, so because we failed to buy this is a clear accumulation. That means that banks actually tried to buy the market here, but they ended up failing, right? So because of that, the market sold. So as we begin to trade inside of this manipulation, because we know that this area here was the cause of us breaking this low and for us to have this bearish push to the downside, and this is what really invalidated our accumulation, meaning this is where they're going to come back up to the mitigate. Okay, so this is a big area. I'm not taking a sell element off of this just alone. Okay, so as the market comes back up, I'm looking for that lower time frame entry. I'm looking for that lower time frame distribution to happen inside of here for me to get that confidence for me to sell the market. Okay, so what do you know? The market came up here and began to distribute. So we have buying climax, automatic rally, up thrust, UTAD, right? The main thing is here, this low right here is what's holding our bullishness on this lower time frame. Okay, so I always mark out my higher time frame structure, and I always mark out my lower time frame structure, especially when I'm looking for schematics and I'm looking for lower time frame entries and looking for those confirmation entries lower time frame. I always mark out my highs and lows, right? So based on this right here, this is my low that caused this high here. What I want you to notice is, if this is going to be our UTAD right here, this is going to be our UTAD for this distribution, we have to break this low in order for me to take a sell limit. Guess what? We were never able to break this low here. This low right here never got broken at all. Because of that, I am not taking a sell limit right here. Okay, I know the distribution looked clean, everything like that. It looked like it was finna sell, but we was never able to invalidate this low right here. We was never able to take out this low. All right, we still never broke it, by the way. I can zoom in to show you guys. We still never broke this low. So guess what happened? That happened. Right? We invalidated this area now. Why did this happen? Well, you see, just from this small low alone, because we wasn't able to break this small low, this whole thing got invalidated. Right? That shows you that the sellers inside of here was not strong enough anymore. Okay? Because we was never able to invalidate any of the lows here. We was never able to invalidate this one low right here that we weren't able to take out, caused us to just take out this whole area and continue towards the upside, and buyers took control. And you can tell buyers took control because they took advantage of it. Look at the moves after, right? Look at the impulsive move after we weren't able to take out the lows here. Buyers took full advantage. All right, so you guys, you always want to see that intent. Wherever you're, if the market's trying to sell and you want to see the market sell, you want to see intent. You want to see that break of structure towards the downside to show you that the market actually wants to go that way. All right. And in the buy scenarios, you want to see that intent towards the upside. Now, this right here, this accumulation, we've seen the intent, we've seen everything. It's just failed, right? But in this area right here, you had no type of intent towards the downside. You never broke this low right here. So I would have never been inside of this trade because we didn't break this low. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you guys a lot. All right. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know in the comments, right? What type of videos you guys want to see, let me know. All right. Just put in the comments and I'll cover it. All right, so as you guys know, if you want to join the Discord, link in the description. If you want to learn how to trade crypto, link in the description, right? And I'll see you guys in the next video, all right?